Evan Clark Williams, born March 31st, 1972, is an American technology entrepreneur known mostly for being the co-founder of Twitter. He served as Twitter's CEO from 2008 to 2010 and remained a member of its board until 2019. He has a net worth of $1.8 billion, and he's done it all without a college degree. Now, 10 things you may not know about Evan Williams. Number 10. Crop farming college dropout. Evan was born and raised in Clarks, Nebraska. He grew up on his family's corn and soybean farm and would help with the farming duties over his summer breaks. During his senior year of high school, he moved 30 miles away to Columbus and would graduate from Columbus High School in 1990. After high school, he attended the University of Nebraska at Lincoln, but dropped out after a year and a half, aspiring to start his own business. Number 9. Working on the web in the 90s. After dropping out of college, Williams worked a variety of web-based tech jobs. He would make his way back to Nebraska, where for a brief period of time, he and his father started a company that provided instructional material about the World Wide Web. Then, in 1996, he made his way to California to work for the tech publishing company O'Reilly Media. He started there in a marketing position, but later became an independent contractor writing code. This would lead to freelance opportunities with companies including Hewlett-Packard and Intel. During this time, he also started a website called evhead.com, where he first started to blog his personal thoughts, though blogging wasn't yet a term. Then, in 1999, he co-founded the company Pyra Labs with Meg Horahan to make project management software. Number 8. Birth of the term blogger. While Evan was with Pyra Labs, he, along with Biz Stone, developed a software which had a note-taking feature that spun off and became a tool for publishing personal commentary on the web. They called the software Blogger, which was one of the first web applications for creating and managing blogs.
Sent me a note, says, how about you come work here for me? So the first time we actually met was when he picked me up at the airport to take me to work.
Williams coined the term blog, which stems from the last syllables of the combined words of the term weblog. And a person who posts a blog, naturally, is a blogger. Williams formed a new company around Blogger.com, and it became so significant to the internet and the blog space that Google acquired Blogger.com in February of 2003 for an undisclosed amount. Number 7. Tech recognition before Twitter. In 2003, Williams was named to the MIT Technology Review list of top 100 innovators in the world under the age of 35. Then, in 2004, he was named one of PC Magazine's People of the Year, along with Meg Horahan for their work on Blogger.com. Bigger accolades would be in the not-too-distant future, courtesy of a little blue bird. Number 6. From blogging to podcasting. Shortly after leaving Google in 2004, Ev Williams connected with Noah Glass, who was developing an app that allowed users to enter an audio blog from a cell phone. Together, they co-founded Odeo, a podcasting company, in 2005. The company started as a podcast repository platform that gathered podcasts from various channels across the internet. It employed tools that enabled users to create, record, and share podcasts with a simple Adobe Flash-based interface. Biz Stone would join the Odeo team later in 2005. Number 5. It's obvious it's Twitter. In 2006, software engineer Jack Dorsey approached Ev and the team at Odeo with an idea. The idea was to use text messaging and instant messaging as a way of keeping in touch with friends based on the principles of dispatch software.
The concept that came out of this was this very simple, here's where I am, here's what I'm doing. Anyone who's interested can follow along in real time.
Together, they developed a prototype of what would become the Twitter platform, initially testing it by using it as an internal service for Odeo employees. The full version was introduced to the public on July 15, 2006. The group would form a new parent company, Obvious Corporation. Obvious would then acquire Odeo and then spun off Twitter Inc. as a separate entity in 2007. Want to hear more about entrepreneurs that have succeeded without a college degree? Subscribe to our channel, where our goal is to educate, encourage, and entertain zero-degree entrepreneurs just like you. Now back to the countdown. Number 4. Big things for Medium. In 2008, Ev Williams moved from being chairman of the board of Twitter to becoming its CEO. In 2010, he decided to step down as CEO and concentrate on product strategy.
We did. We had a terrible first year and a half, actually, where the site went down a lot and was slow a lot.
During this time, he would also get more involved in other ventures, most notably Medium, a blog site where, quote, readers can find dynamic thinking and where expert and undiscovered voices can share their writing on any topic.
There's two different ways to come at Medium, as a creator or a consumer. It's very different dynamics. It's not a social media product. The goal isn't to get everybody creating.
Medium has amassed a valuation of $600 million. Number 3, venture capital. In 2014, Ev co-founded the venture capital firm Obvious Ventures. His goal was to invest in world-positive companies that combine profit and purpose. Ev has a knack for seeing potential in things, people, and businesses. He has stated, quote, everything is obvious once it's successful. Big wins come when you can spot something before it's obvious to everyone else. With his countless successful investments and his venture capital firm backing 49 world-positive startups, he clearly talks the talk and walks the walk. Number 2, Beyond Capital. Williams' venture capital firm Obvious Ventures was one of the largest investors in Beyond Meat, which had a successful IPO in May of 2019. Evan has stated his vegan past was one reason he decided to invest into the Beyond Meat company. Obvious Ventures' initial stake in Beyond Meat was worth more than $100 million, giving them a little over 9% ownership of the plant-based meat company. It's safe to say his bet on Beyond Meat was well done. 9 down, 1 to go. Which were the most surprising to you? Were there any interesting things that we missed? Comment down below. Number 1, work-life balance. Many entrepreneurs struggle with finding their own version of a healthy work-life balance. There is not one solution that works for every business-minded person, but Evan seems to have found a good balance for himself. He has been quoted as having a philosophy, finding it important to conserve time, do fewer things, and to avoid distractions. His next venture should be to sell his work-life formula, because whatever he's doing, it's producing amazing results. This has been 10 things you may not know about Ev Williams. If you would like to suggest a zero-degree entrepreneur for a future episode, or you yourself are a zero-degree entrepreneur and you would like to share your story, please go to zerodegreeentrepreneur.com.